So you know I am not repeating what took place. I've already told you about the disaster that took place in Iowa. This is the aftermath. This is an update, the aftermath of what took place in Iowa. Good morning, fam. How are my YouTube family members doing? I want to say thank you so much for joining. I am so sorry that I have not been putting out videos over here. That is going to change. At least once or twice a month, I will try to do a video over here that is just for you all. And I decided I wanted to do an update to what is actually happening in Iowa. It is way worse than the previous video that I did. It has gotten worse, and they are still expecting more water, and it is definitely dividing a city from the rest of the state. But if you can, get in the comments and let me know what is it that you would like to see on this channel. I don't always want to do news stories. I do want to bring you along like a daily vlog, whether I am doing something out around the house or if I'm just out and about and doing a little bit of traveling near me, not far away. So just let me know, and I will definitely consider all things. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I have I want to do shout outs to all of my members. And if you are new and just hitting this, hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. It's kind of under reconstruction because I do a lot of news stories, but as you can see from all the different playlists that I do a lot, okay? And I'm just trying to incorporate it all over here. And once my other channel that is back demonetized, I'll do more videos. I'm doing like one video a week over there. So let's get into this right here. Don't forget to hit the like because it does help the channel out. It does send it out to more people. And I don't want to always just do news stories for you guys. So that's why I'm saying let me know what you would like to see. So record flooding inundates northwest Iowa, prompts evacuations and isolates one city. And y'all, these pictures are horrible. Historic flooding struck parts of Iowa over the weekend, damaging nearly 2,000 properties and prompting evacuations and disaster declarations. The governor says, I can tell you that the devastation is severe and it is widespread. Flooding on Saturday and overnight into Sunday was the result not just of direct rain. Some areas measured 15 inches in 2 days, but also of overflowing rivers, flooding dry community downstream. Storms are bad, you guys, but when a storm does not want to move and it just kind of want to slow creep and stay over you, then you're going to get more water than you really anticipated. So it says precipitation drawn north from the Gulf of Mexico and parked over northwest Iowa and neighboring states was then unleashed in a clash with a cool low pressure wave moving from west to east. They don't have an official tally as of yet to how many inches it is, but in Tucson, Arizona, fire officials said a motorist stranded in monsoon floodwaters was declared dead on Saturday when first responders discovered her lifeless body. So in South Dakota, an 87-year-old man driving a utility task vehicle, a golf cart-sized conveyance with off-road capability, died when it rolled down an embankment created by a washed-out road near Harrisburg on Saturday. Areas affected by direct rain or overflowing rivers also include southern Minnesota and southeastern Dakota. The weekend rain fell on already saturated ground, making flooding fast and widespread in the northwest corner of Iowa. And what could possibly affect all of us who don't live in Iowa is the fact that farmlands were hit really hard. They are underwater. They said there were enough rain and river swelling in Des Moines, Rock, and Little Sioux River, among others, to break flood level records at 16 locations in Iowa. More than 1,000 Iowans needed shelter overnight. 1,900 properties across the state are damaged, and hundreds of residential properties were destroyed. Not to mention, there is no power, and they're having issues with sewage. Also, some cities did not have working clean water systems on Sunday, and some had sewage system failures. Disaster declarations covered 25 Iowa counties by nightfall on Sunday. Spencer, a city of more than 11,000, was cut off from the rest of the state by flood water overnight as hundreds were evacuated to 2 city shelters. Spencer Fire Chief said that first responders, with the mutual aid help of neighboring departments, made 383 rescues since the first one related to flood water was reported at 5:15 a.m. on Saturday. And y'all, today is Monday, and they're going to be dealing with this for years to come. So far, one person is missing. That's what they said in a news conference. And it also indicated the person or the missing could be recovered from flooded vehicles after waters recede. So they are expecting that they will find more people dead. A nighttime curfew for the city was to return on Sunday. And they expect that once the water recedes enough that they can fan out and start going door to door and checking on people. And like I said, they don't have a accurate estimate of how much water they got, how many feet they got. But on Friday, the city county officials expected Little Sioux River to crest to 17.5 feet. But they know that they got multiple feet higher than that. And the reason for that is because they have an electronic gauge that they put in the Iowa Flood Center. It's now underwater. So they have no way of reading that. They have no way of knowing how much water they have gotten. They say that he and city officials believe the river crested at 22.1 feet, beating a record set in 1953 by about 2 feet. With that number falling, some roads were passable and residents could get out with careful planning. We're going to recover from this, he said, but it's going to take a while. So it's not over for these people by far, okay? The governor has declared a statewide emergency and said the worst of the flooding would come Monday and Tuesday by river. They're still being flooded, you guys. The Big Sioux River in South Dakota was expected to crest Sunday night, and state officials closed Interstate 29 in the southeastern part of the state to build a temporary levee across it. The threat of severe thunderstorms remained, with the director of Iowa Homeland Security and Emergency Management urging residents to stay vigilant. There are still other states that have not seen their crest yet. So the Des Moines River at Humboldt, a small city about 105 miles north of Des Moines, was forecasted to crest on Wednesday at 17 feet, more than a foot higher than its record in 1969, which was the year I was born. On Sunday, it flowed more than a foot above flood stage, said the agency. The rain and swelling waterways contrast the persistent heat in much of the rest of the country. On the first weekend of summer, heat alerts covered an estimated 95 million people in the U.S. on Sunday, with near record highs of 5 to 10 degrees above normal expected to remain at least through the early part of the week. So there are places where it's too much rain, and there are places where there is not enough rain. I know we have not gotten rain here in this part of North Carolina for at least a month. And my throat has been dry and scratchy. It's so hot, you guys. I'm having to give extra water to my animals. And definitely try to get things done early in the morning or late in the evening. So I just wanted to bring you a little bit of news and let you know I did not forget about you guys. I just been so busy, but I'm gonna do better, I promise. And I don't make promises, okay? So once or twice a month, expect at least 1 to 2 videos a month. And I will try to do a live over here, and get in the comments and let me know what you think about this story, and also future stories that you may want to see, or just vlogs that you might just want to see kind of behind the scenes what I'm doing. So I will see you, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. It does help. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.